Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I have, believe it or not, I've already filmed this video, but I had to get rid of it because it was just far too long. I swatched everything live individually, which I've actually still got the swatch wheel for, so we'll be able to have a look at them on the swatches. But it was just far too long and far too rambly, so I'm going to try and make this a little bit quicker. This is the first video that I've recorded since everything happened with Marwin. So I want to try and be a little bit quicker because I'm kind of like, I can see him from where I am. He's he's lying on his bed at the moment, having a sleep after his medication. So I'm just going to try and fit a quick video in. But I keep going to check if he's okay. I'm not a separation anxiety. I'm not used to leaving him, but he's doing okay. I went to visit my sister yesterday, and when I got home, he was definitely wagging his tail when I got home, which I was over the moon about. And when he's eating, I help him to stand up when he's eating, and also just the towel sling under his belly where I'm kind of lifting him up and then letting it go slowly so that he's bearing a bit of weight. And he's doing okay, still very wobbly, but his legs are a little bit trembly. He's not on as much pain medication, so he's doing well. And I did look online again. It's like your mind plays tricks on you, and sometimes you don't know whether researching online is a good thing or not, but I did read somewhere last night that said 85%, which is a really good figure for me. 85% do make a recovery. Fingers crossed he'll be okay, but he's very strong and he's determined, so we'll see. But I'll keep you updated on all of that. I'll let everybody know to skip forward to 2 minutes because already I've started rambling again. But here's my growing collection of Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Xtreme wear. I've got 11 of the originals with the short fat X, and then I've got 8 of the newer versions with this long skinny elongated X. The whole collection that I've got here, it's either I've picked up from Poundland or they've been sent to me. I think that's it, those two sources, Nail Mail or Poundland. I don't seem to be able to find them anywhere else apart from Poundland. So let's see what I've got. Let's start with the newer ones first. So this one here is, it's actually bubblegum pink, and I know that I think this was actually there was an original version of bubblegum pink, but this obviously is the newer version. It's a very bright and girly, almost sort of blue toned mid pink, and I've dinked it several times here, but hopefully you can still see the colour. There we go, I've put my fancy daylight lamp on so we can see that's an accurate representation of the colour. So it's a very pretty bubblegum pink, which is exactly what the name is. And I always thought, oh, the original formulas are all grey and the new formulas are rubbish, but that's not the case. I think that is the case with Pacific Blue, that the new re-promoted formula, nobody was happy with that, which then clouded my judgment that all of the newer ones weren't so good, but that isn't the case. This was great, fantastic formula, 2 coats, good to go, good solid bubblegum pink. This one here is Kiwi Bikini, and I think I picked this. Some of the polishes I can remember where I've got them from, and some I can't, and I can't remember this one. I think this was possibly sent to me by D. So if I'm getting everybody mixed up and confused, apologies about that. But this is a very pretty mid-toned green, great sort of autumn fall green, and that's Kiwi Bikini. This one, in fact, these two, Heavy Metal and Retrograde, were sent to me by Jules, and they are here together. So I've got a topper on this one, but this is Heavy Metal, great pale grey but with a bit of taupe, and this one is a beautiful deep grey. This is Retrograde. So this one is heavy metal and this one is retrograde, and it's a beautiful dark grey with a little bit of a purple hint to it. So that's those two. This one I picked up from Poundland, Green with Envy, and I went through a phase a couple of weeks ago of these yellow toned green chartreuse shades, and this is great. It's not as good as formula as Innocent from Sinful Colours, which a lot of people say stained them. It didn't stain me. This one is a little bit more of sheer formula on the first coat, but builds up great on the second coat. So that's Green with Envy. This one I picked up recently. This is the matte Wax Poetic. So I picked that up very recently from Poundland. And Jen Polish Pony was asking me a couple of days ago my opinion on burnt red, burnt orange and burnt yellow. And I said I thought this was a perfect burnt red. But yeah, really pretty. I like that one, and I like it in its matte version as well. So that's Wax Poetic. This beauty was the grey area that was sent to me from Debbie, and this is the polish that my mum picked up and really loved, and I did my mum's nails with this. I've got a topper over the top of it, but it's a beautiful taupey brown with a little bit, again, a little bit of a cool tone to it. Really like this, and my mum loved this. So that's grey area, and finally we have Blinding Blue. And I think Dee sent me this, although I'm not entirely sure. I could have picked it up from Poundland, I'm not sure. So again, apologies about that, but this is Blinding Blue, a beautiful muted turquoise. Really like it. Very pretty. So now we move on to the original Xtreme wear. I'll just put them together here. And these first two here actually go quite well together. I did them in a manicure together. I'll put a picture up. And these two were sent to me by George, and this is a beautiful, like shimmery metallic purple. And that's this one here. All of these, they deepen up considerably on the second coat. So when I say all of these, I've got these three that are a very similar finish, that kind of metallic, shimmery, not shimmery, although there is a shimmer in there, but it's a kind of metallic foil almost kind of finish. So we can look at these three together. That's Purple Potion. And the topper, which is really pretty. I'm not usually a fan of bar glitters, but this one seems to go really well. It's got bar glitters, huge silver glitters, some smaller turquoise glitters, and some tiny navy blue micro shimmers. Micro glitters, and it's really pretty. And again, I put it on top of this one. But this is an example of a blue glitter that looks great over a taupe or a grey. I just really love that look. So that's those two from George. Thanks again, George. And these two we'll look at together. This one was sent to me by Lisa Hendy, and this one I picked up recently from Poundland. So this is Emerald City. Beautiful, beautiful metallic green. And this one is Bluet. Great, fantastic on two coats. So that's those two. Now I need to let the cat in. Oh, we're just getting sudden downpours at the moment, like April showers, but it's actually cold. I'm putting the heating on in the evening, so it's definitely end of summer, beginning of autumn. This one here is another recent one, Twisted Pink, and this is a very bright raspberry toned pink, and that's this one here. So you can see it's a lot deeper than bubblegum pink. I've got it reminds me of a couple of raspberry toned pink polishes that I've got that I may do a Clare compare. But that is the very pretty Twisted Pink. This one here is, and I know I've mentioned this, but I'm really impressed by it. So this is what it looks like over grey area. Really pretty rainbow, tiny rainbow glitters, and it's nice and flat, and it's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. This is one of my favourite glitter toppers that I've ever used, and it's in this pink base. You can, I mean, let's see what it looks like over something like, what have we already looked at? This one here. So let's see what it looks like over this. Just, I don't think you can see the pink. No, it looks pink, but it is more of a clear base. It has got that strange smell that Catherine talks about not liking with this line, but it doesn't really bother me so much. But yeah, just completely transforms the base colour. I love it. So that's Perky Pink. Just amazing. Doesn't look like really much in the bottle, but I really love it on the nail. And this is another one that I picked up recently, this at the same time in that duo pack of an Insta Dry and an Extreme Wear for £1. So these were like, the ones that I picked up here were like 50p each, which is fabulous. This is Flirts, and it's going to look black. I know it's going to look black, but it's a very, very deep, like plummy red. Gorgeous. It's like a deep Morello cherry red. Love it. It's kind of similar to Essie Wicked. Again, I may do a Clare compares. Next is this one here that was sent to me by Debbie, and this is the original Mello Yello, and it is a beautiful kind of banana yellow. Really love this. It's that kind of, it's just this, I do like yellow, but this is definitely more of a calming type of yellow. And funnily enough, although it's called Mello Yello, if you look at my yellow over the rainbow video, it's not a mellow yellow, it's an unmellow yellow. So there you go. And this one here blew me away. And I can't remember who sent this to me. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. If I remember when I'm editing, I will let you know. But this is this one here. And as you can see, if you look on the wheel here, you can see two polishes that look very similar. And it is these two. So one is an original, it looks a little bit brighter, and then this one here that looks a little bit more cool tone, but on the swatch, to me, although they're sort of far away from each other, they do look very similar. So I'm definitely going to pull those two out to do a Clare compares. But yeah, that is blew me away. Beautiful again, same way that I described this one. It's a dusty greyed out turquoise shade. And then we get to what I've got on my hands today, which is, and I've managed to get some green polish on it somehow, so I ended up having to just pick that bit off. But this is, I'll move it in shame. This is the beautiful Pacific Blue. Some nails, one coat, other nails, again, it depends on how you're applying it. I needed to put 2 coats on, but yeah, absolutely beautiful, and that bright whiteness to it. So there it is on the swatch wheel, and this was sent to me by the amazing Jules. And yeah, thank you again. It's kind of driving my camera a little bit strange because of the white in it, but yeah, so that's the original in my hands. Sally Hansen Pacific Blue, and it is as beautiful as everybody says, and it's definitely worth the hype. And finally, this one here is another one that was sent to me by Lisa Hendy. This is Mint Sorbet, and it's a beautiful, I wouldn't really describe this as a mint, it's more of a very pale greyed out, washed out pistachio shade, I would say, rather than mint, but I don't know. What do you think? Mint Sorbet, beautiful on 2 coats. So they are my Sally Hansen Xtreme wear collection, and actually it wasn't until I counted them up I realised how many I'd got. So I've now got, yeah, 18. And yeah, I would just say if you're passing Poundland, or Pound World in particular, Pound World I got these from. Poundland sets tends to be more Barry M, Sinful Colours, Revlon type of polishes, whereas Pound World, they're the ones that are getting some of the OPIs in, and the Insta-Dry and the Extreme Wear line as well. So if you've got a Pound World and you're just passing on your way through, it's definitely worth checking to see if they've got any of the original Sally Hansen Xtreme wear, and maybe you'd be able to pick up Pacific Blue. If you do, please let us know. So let me know what your top 3 Sally Hansen hard as nails Xtreme wear polishes are. I would really like to know, just for when I'm kind of looking and seeing if I can pick up some of these bargains in Pound World. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!